Unhand me, friend.
Hi guys, welcome back. In The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power Season 2, Celebrimbor mispronounced the name of his servant, and earlier episodes hinted at the significance of this. It makes sense that the Lord of Eregion has been deteriorating ever since Sauron started to regularly visit his forge. Celebrimbor was proud to create the Seven Dwarven Rings, but he is now apprehensive to create the 9 for men.
We will make 9.
As a result, Sauron increased his pressure, which led to the elf's mental state declining in Rings of Power Season 2, Episode 6. Celebrimbor has been receiving help from Eregion's finest elf myths in Rings of Power Season 2, and he has been getting along well with the party up until Episode 6. Their work on the 7 proceeded rather nicely because they both respected him and he respected them, but tension rises in the forge as Sauron presses Celebrimbor to join the 9. In Rings of Power Season 2, Merdania has been particularly skeptical, but when Celebrimbor drew a blank on her name, things were heated. You have already heard from Rings of Power why it matters so much that Celebrimbor forgot Merdania's name.
What is your name again, Smith?
Celebrimbor's reduction is almost unprecedented. Given how stressed out Celebrimbor has been, it is only reasonable that he could suddenly forget the name of a coworker. He asked her for a reminder, though, and Merdania and the other helpers were completely taken aback. Though Celebrimbor and An Natter dismissed it as a simple case of forgetfulness, it was obvious that the Smiths thought this was insufficient justification. Why is revealed at an earlier point in the Rings of Power. Arondir stated in an earlier Rings of Power Season 2 episode that elves never forget anything. This is supported by Tolkien's canon because it is stated several times in The Lord of the Rings that the memory of the Middle-earth race is perfect. Thus, while forgetting a name under pressure or as a result of aging would be common for humans, it would be practically unheard of for an elf such as Celebrimbor. That is the exact reason Merdania and the other Smiths were taken aback and wary. What is actually going on with Celebrimbor in the Power Rings? The evil of Sauron is withering away at Celebrimbor. Sauron entered Eregion and immediately started to manipulate Celebrimbor. He conjured up the illusion in the elf's mind that he was personally chosen by the godlike valor, and that he, An Natter, was their representative, sent to guide him toward glory. All of this is untrue, of course, but Celebrimbor was so desperate to accept it that he disregarded every red flag. The Lord of Eregion tried to back down when additional warning signs surfaced, but Sauron persisted by using more deceit and deception. Leaving magic aside, the mental strain of all this would surely wear thin on even an elf. Of course, Sauron is more than just a skilled manipulator. He is a fallen Maya of immense power who has been channeling his evil desires into Celebrimbor's craft. The elf is going through a similar ordeal to that of those who come into contact with the One Ring in The Lord of the Rings. After all, the ring is essentially a concentrated form of Sauron's own evil, so it makes sense that Celebrimbor's prolonged interaction with the Dark Lord would have similar effects. As for the elf, his mind has been clouded by the torment of evil in the Rings of Power. Forgetting his name is just the beginning. Thanks for watching.